As the world's most livable city, Melbourne faces the challenge of how to manage a growing population. By 2050, it's forecast that the city will have grown to add a further 2.5 million people, a population roughly the size of Australia's third largest city, Brisbane. Accommodating so many more people creates significant challenges that must be resolved. The urban area is too crowded and the land too expensive to locate solutions for food, energy and waste. We must identify the land holdings just beyond the urban area that are large enough to support these vital needs. Woodhouse Station represents a land holding of significance in Melbourne's peri-urban area due to its size, ownership, location and land profile, which is suitable for large-scale food, energy, education and waste management uses. When fully developed, Woodhouse Station will have stimulated $8.4 billion of capital investment to deliver 23,000 jobs in Melbourne's west and contribute $1.57 billion into the economy each year. Melbourne has a history of developing key suburban precincts 35 to 40 kilometres from the CBD. Only 37 kilometres from Melbourne's CBD, Woodhouse Station represents one of the largest singly owned land holdings closest to Melbourne. Woodhouse Station is part of Melbourne's future growth in the west. It's strategically located near key infrastructure, including the Outer Metropolitan Ring Road, providing direct freeway access to the Epping wholesale fruit and vegetable market, the proposed Western Intermodal Freight Terminal, providing access to interstate rail freight, and 2 international airports, providing convenient access to air freight. Woodhouse Station also protects valuable environmental land, with more than 2,000 hectares forming part of the Western Grassland Reserves. As a major jobs precinct in the west, Woodhouse Station provides access to smart jobs to people that live within 20 minutes. By 2031, there'll be many more people needing work. The City of Melton has forecast an additional 115,000 people, whilst the City of Wyndham an additional 133,000 people to live in the area. The existing township has 4,500 lots approved for development and a forecast population of over 9,000 by 2031. Surrounding the existing township, Woodhouse Station comprises 5,037 hectares of existing farmland. More than 3,000 hectares of land will be protected as environmental land. The remaining 2,000 hectares has been identified as land suitable for a higher use, creating jobs around food, energy, education and waste recycling. Natural environmental buffers provide an important interface between jobs activities and the surrounding environment. The higher use land is similar in size to Sunbury and Melton. Looking to the east, the current land holding spans approximately 4,800 metres and offers views of the Melbourne CBD and the suburb of Werribee. Relatively flat land provides opportunities for agriculture, whilst 500 kilovolt electricity transmission lines which cross the property provide key infrastructure for future energy uses. Looking to the south, the land holding spans approximately 9,750 metres and provides views of the You Yangs Regional Park. The land is currently farmed for a mixture of livestock grazing and crop raising activities and features a number of storage dams, water tanks, cattle yards, sheds, silos and harvesting equipment. The western boundary spans approximately 4,700 metres. Woodhouse Station currently holds a water lease to access recycled water from the neighbouring Surbiton Park Recycled Water Plant, ensuring adequate water supply for the land uses identified. Local planning controls outline a desire to integrate recycled water to increase the productive capacity of the land and create a greater range of farming options, as well as providing opportunities for the diversification and intensification of agriculture. Australia has a long history of working with world experts to find innovative agricultural solutions. Alfred Deakin travelled in the 1880s to the irrigation areas of California to find new ways of farming in an effort to overcome severe drought conditions in Australia. He met George and William Chaffee, a pair of brothers who were irrigation experts, and in 1886 they came to Australia and selected a derelict sheep station in Mildura as the site for the first irrigation settlement. This resulted in the growth of citrus orchards and grapevines, that allowed the township of Mildura to grow into a town of over 30,000 people. In modern times, the Netherlands are regarded as the world leaders in intensive agriculture. Despite only being 3% of the European landmass, they generate 25% of all food. They're the second largest exporter of vegetables behind the USA. The heartbeat of production in the Netherlands is the Westlands precinct, which covers more than 7,000 hectares. The Deputy Ambassador of the Netherlands has toured Woodhouse Station and has written, "The Netherlands Embassy views this project as an opportunity to further develop bilateral partnerships with Australia in the agricultural industry." Woodhouse Station has been assessed as having the right climate and land attributes to develop a glasshouse precinct. Using the inspiration of the Netherlands Westlands precinct, 240 hectares of glasshouses will be established, generating 5,000 local jobs for the West and $500 million of investment. Compared to traditional farming, glasshouses produce 10 times the amount of food and require only 2% of the water supply. The planned glasshouse precinct can produce 57% of the food that's currently grown in the Werribee South food bowl. Intensive agriculture requires heat and CO2. These inputs are waste products generated by gas-fired power plants, and it's proposed to co-locate an energy precinct within the agricultural precinct to provide potential large-scale synergies. Intensive agriculture and energy are evolving industries that require ongoing research and education. At Woodhouse Station, education becomes the nexus for creating a knowledge town by integrating up to 10,000 additional jobs with the neighbouring township. According to KPMG, Australia currently produces only 5% of the required number of tertiary qualified agriculture graduates per year. At a global level, agricultural education is an important industry in the Netherlands, where the PTC Plus Education Precinct trains more than 20,000 participants annually in various agricultural disciplines. A proposed green waste recycling precinct will not only help manage local waste, but also broader regional waste requirements. Best practice waste management facilities regularly pursue upcycling opportunities, with more than 600 products having been developed already for nurseries, landscaping and biomass fuel. The pearls of agriculture, energy, waste and education are connected by an eco-corridor through the spine of the property that acts as a string to connect the various land uses. The creation of local jobs will allow people to settle in the neighbouring township, thus allowing the town to grow and create a further wave of jobs. Woodhouse Station creates 23,000 jobs for Melbourne's West, delivering a viable community who can not only work locally but live locally and enjoy a fantastic lifestyle.